สวัสดีค่ะวันนี้นะคะเราจะทำการสัมภาษณ์ท่านรัฐมนตรีว่าการกระทรวงแรงงานของประเทศสาธารณรัฐฟิจีนะคะตอนนี้ที่อยู่กับเราก็คือท่านรัฐมนตรีแรงงานค่ะท่านโจนอุซามาเตะนะคะท่านเป็นรัฐมนตรีว่าการกระทรวงการจ้างงานผลิตภัณฑ์และด้านอุตสาหกรรมของฟิจินะคะ Good morning, Excellency.
Morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you,
I'm
Excellency?
good.
So we would like to interview Excellency for the study visit in Thailand.
Please.
Can you tell us about the Fiji? What is it? Where is it? And how far is it from here?
Oh, okay. Fiji is more than 9,000 kilometers from Bangkok. To get to Fiji, you have to fly from Bangkok over Indonesia, over Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, and then to Fiji. So it's quite a long way away.
Yeah.
We have around 330 islands in Fiji and around 885,000 people. Very small population.
Okay, only 885,000.
Very small.
Yeah.
Not like Thailand, very big.
Yeah, we are very quite big number of population.
Very big.
Okay, yeah. And what about the cooperation between Thailand and Fiji in terms of the labor?
Okay, well, we already have some cooperation between the Thailand government and Fiji. There's also cooperation in our Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and I think there's about to be another one between our defense, Ministries of Defense.
Yeah.
Now, as a result of our visit here in Thailand and having met my counterpart, the Minister for Labour, we are now looking to develop a memorandum of understanding or some agreement between my ministry in Fiji and also the Ministry of Thailand. So that is something we are really looking forward to.
So Minister mentioned that you met the Minister of Labour of Thailand.
Yes.
So could you please summarize to us on the important issues or the discussion between you and the Minister, please?
Well, it was very interesting to meet the Minister, and he talked about the labour situation in Thailand, the particular challenges that you face, and how you are addressing them here. Some of those challenges are similar to the ones we have. However, your scale is much bigger. And I've also had the opportunity to visit and see. We have seen some of the very interesting and effective measures that you have in your employment policy, your employment placement, the productivity for small and micro enterprises, and also the labor compliance, making sure that people are looked after, both your workers here and also the migrant workers. So we've learned a lot. And we hope to be able to take some of these ideas back to Fiji and see how we can adapt them for implementation in our country. And later on, once we have some sort of a cooperation agreement, we hope to get some of our people perhaps to come and learn more about how you do these things in your Smart Job Center and other programs like that.
Okay. I also heard that the Minister also have visited many places, including the company that we have our migrant workers working at the company. What do you think about that? And are there any migrant workers in Fiji also?
Oh, we don't have the number of migrant workers you have in Thailand. I understand there's more than 3 million workers that we have in Thailand. We visited the factory yesterday. What was it called? Berry? No.
Thai Union.
Thai Union. We visited Thai Union where they have 10,000 workers. And in that factory, 80% of them are migrant workers. I was very impressed with the work that the company has done. It has good housing, gives them good pay, gives them good conditions, and looks after migrant workers. And I know that this is a big challenge in a lot of countries to make sure that we don't exploit migrant workers. So I was very impressed with what the Thai Union was doing. And you know that it is a very big company. It has some of the largest brands in the world in fishing.
For the fishing,
so it's really, really great to see it. We managed to get a lot of learning out of that exercise. So that company needs to be congratulated.
Oh, okay, good. And also Minister already mentioned that went to many places. And then actually before coming to Thailand, have you have any specific objective in mind, Minister?
Basically, the big challenge in the world today is how to get people employed. And, all our countries, they have some way of trying to make sure that we can get people into employment. So that was one of our major objectives. See what the Ministry of Labour here does. So we're very impressed with the system that they have, the Smart Job Center, the use of IT, the apps. And we've learned a lot from that. Those are things we can implement. And I'm always also very interested, had an interest to see how government can help micro enterprises to improve their productivity. So we've seen that here at the Bearing Company, government works together with the SME and with a consultant to help improve the productivity. That is something that we really learned from and something I hope to take back to my country. Because when you grow micro enterprises, you will grow employment. More people will get money. That has been very useful.
And another question is about actually the labor workforce in Fiji. Where are they? What are the biggest sector that in the labor workforce?
Fiji, like a lot of other developing countries now, most of our workers are now in the service industry.
Services.
I think tourism is very big in our country. We still have, most of our people are still in the informal and subsistence. That means they just grow a lot of food for themselves. So the vast majority of workers is in that area. But in terms of where we get our revenue from, money, mainly it is from tourism. And services. We have a bit of sugar, we have a bit of mining. That's where a lot of the economy is. Our workforce in Fiji is around more than 65% is in that informal and subsistence. So only 1/3 is in the formal sector where people earn wages and where people earn salary. And I think that's very similar to China.
And what about in the government sector? The official?
Government sector is very big.
Really the biggest one?
It is out of our formal workforce of around 130,000. There's about 27,000 from the government sector. So it's very substantial.
Okay, so that means tourism is very important.
Tourism very big. Tourism is very big for us. We get tourists from we don't get the number of tourists that you have. The number of tourists is very high.
Okay, so now we learn more about Fiji, and then what is the minister's recommendation or suggestions for Thai tourists if you would like to visit
yes, you're welcome to come to Fiji.
What places that you would recommend to us?
If you're looking for sea and sand, we have a lot of those places around our islands, around the Mamanuda and Yasawa Islands. If you're looking for cultural tours to understand a bit of the culture, we have those tours. And we also have a lot of the natural things like going on the rafts in the rivers, and snorkeling, feeding sharks. All of these things, diving, we have all those sorts of things. Very similar to what you have here.
Okay.
These things I can easily recommend. I've been very impressed with the hospitality of Thai people. I think I'll never forget the Thai food. Genuine Thai food.
Thai food, yes. Thank you
Lovely,
very much.
lovely.
Yeah. And actually this is a second time or?
To Thailand?
Yeah, have you?
Maybe
how many
4 or
times
5 times.
Oh, okay.
But not for this work, for other sorts of things. I've come for ESCAP meetings. I've also represented Fiji at the TPIF.
Minister also
TPIF. I represented
attend
Fiji at TPIF.
the TPIF, the Thailand Pacific International Forum.
Okay. So that was really enjoyed it. I think Thailand is a very dynamic country. There's a lot of people are very hardworking. We go in the streets, we see that entrepreneurial spirit. That's something I wish I could package and take and give it to my people. Something very inspiring.
Okay, so there will be the last question for the minister. What do you think about our future cooperation between Fiji and Thailand in your perspective? What do you think that we should do more, not only the labor, but what else that we should learn
Yes,
each other?
I think we have a lot to learn. Probably Fiji is a much smaller country. I don't know whether we can give you as much as we can get from you, but we always learn when we interact with people. They say that when you share knowledge, knowledge grows. If you keep knowledge to yourself, it doesn't grow. So we have a lot to earn. Today in the world, we're moving towards improving. Everything is mobile notes, your Thailand 4.0.
Yes.
Innovation, knowledge management, information. This is the way forward. And I'm sure we can all share some information on that, to share how we are developing people, how we're trying to succeed in this world, which is becoming much more polarized now. The worlds are becoming much more nationalistic all over the world, and I think we need a lot of stronger South-South cooperation between countries like Thailand, much bigger countries, but will always be can be of assistance to small countries like Fiji.
We should learn with each other.
Yes, we
Yeah,
must learn,
continue.
work together, and that's the way forward, I believe. And I've been very appreciative of the opportunity given to me by Tica and for our Fiji government to be here, to learn, to meet with the staff, to visit OTOP, to see that particular concept. I think it's a brilliant concept to go and see the bonsai center where you are preserving your indigenous cultures and allowing people to get income out of them. That is a fabulous idea. That's an idea also I'm taking back as a way of growing employment in our country.
Thank you very much, Excellency. So the last one, what would Excellency would like to talk to Thai people? Because we have to put this one on Tica Facebook, and then what you would like to talk to our Thai people, please?
The people of Thailand, I've really enjoyed my visit here. It's been absolutely fascinating, and as I said, I love your food, I love the hospitality, and if you would like to also experience what life is like in the Pacific Islands, please come to Fiji.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. ขอบคุณ
ขอบ
ค่ะ
คุณครับขอบคุณครับ
ค่ะเมื่อสักครู่ได้ทำการสัมภาษณ์ท่านรัฐมนตรีกระทรวงแรงงานของประเทศฟิจินะคะจะขอเรียนสรุปคร่าวๆว่าเราได้คุยอะไรบ้างหรือท่านได้ให้สัมภาษณ์อะไรบ้างนะคะคร่าวๆท่านก็ได้เล่าว่าฟิจิเนี่ยค่ะอยู่ห่างจากประเทศไทยนะคะหลายพันกิโลเมตรอยู่นะคะก็ค่อนข้างไกลกันค่ะแล้วก็แต่ว่าสภาพดินฟ้าอากาศทั่วไปก็ใกล้เคียงกันนะคะท่านได้มาเยี่ยมชมหลายหน่วยงานของกระทรวงแรงงานนะคะไปที่กรมพัฒนาฝีมือแรงงานไปที่กรมการจัดหางานแล้วก็ไปที่กรมสวัสดิการและคุ้มครองแรงงานของกระทรวงการแรงงานแล้วก็ในโอกาสนี้ก็ได้มีการหารือนะคะระหว่างท่านรัฐมนตรีกระทรวงแรงงานของฟิจิกับท่านรัฐมนตรีกระทรวงแรงงานของไทยนะคะในการหารือท่านก็บอกว่าเป็นไปด้วยดีนะคะแล้วก็ท่านเองเนี่ยก็คิดว่าทางกระทรวงแรงงานของทั้งสองประเทศเนี่ยน่าก็จะได้มีการลงนามในบันทึกความเข้าใจความร่วมมือระหว่างกันซึ่งท่านกลับไปเนี่ยท่านก็จะไปนำเรียนเสนอรัฐบาลแล้วก็จะมีหนังสือแจ้งมาทางประเทศไทยนะคะนับว่าเป็นโอกาสดีในการที่เราจะมีความร่วมมือกับประเทศฟิจิต่อไปในอนาคตในด้านของกระทรวงในด้านของเรื่องแรงงานนะคะท่านได้ย้ำว่าเราเนี่ยตอนที่ท่านได้ไปเยี่ยมบริษัทหลายๆแห่งเนี่ยค่ะท่านก็มีความสุขประทับใจที่เราแม้ว่าจะมีแรงงานต่างด้าวอยู่เกือบ3 ล้านคนในประเทศเนี่ยนะคะแต่ว่าการที่ท่านได้ไปดูโรงงานเนี่ยท่านเห็นว่าเราเนี่ยสามารถปฏิบัติกับแรงงานต่างด้าวได้ดีไม่แพ้กับปฏิบัติต่อแรงงานไทยเลยนะคะอันนี้ก็เป็นอันที่น่าชื่นชมแล้วก็เป็นวิทเนสเป็นหลักฐานสำคัญที่ว่าประเทศไทยก็ไม่ได้ละเลยชาวต่างชาติหรือว่าแรงงานต่างด้าวแต่ประการใดนะคะพูดถึงเรื่องของความร่วมมือในอนาคตที่ท่านอยากจะเห็นระหว่างไทยและฟิจินะคะท่านก็บอกว่าเนื่องจากประเทศท่านเป็นประเทศเล็กก็คงไม่รู้จะให้อะไรประเทศไทยได้แต่รับรองได้เลยว่าท่านได้มาเรียนรู้อะไรจากประเทศไทยมากมายนะคะท้ายสุดก็ท่านก็เรียนว่าไม่ว่าอย่างไรก็ตามเนี่ยค่ะเราคงจะเรียนรู้กันและกันได้มากขึ้นในเรื่องความร่วมมือในหลายๆด้านนะคะแล้วก็ท้ายสุดท่านขอขอบคุณกรมความร่วมมือระหว่างประเทศกระทรวงการต่างประเทศที่ให้โอกาสท่านได้มาเยือนในครั้งนี้แล้วก็ได้เห็นหลายๆอย่างในประเทศไทยที่จะสามารถนำไปปรับใช้แล้วก็หารือถึงความร่วมมือในอนาคตต่อไปได้นะคะขอบ